Hello, beautiful people from the internet. It is Connie over here. How are you doing today? How is your day going? I am doing very nice. I'm fine, actually. Thanks for asking. And today I decided I wanted to do something that is both, fun, but at the same time simple and doesn't require too much brain power or research on my side. So today I'm actually going to smoke a cigarette, as per usual, but the trick is that I can only inhale by doing tricks, and because I only know two, which are the ghost inhale and the French inhale, those are the ones that I'm gonna be doing. I got very inspired because the other day I saw on YouTube this guy. I've never seen him before, but he's the goat of doing smoke tricks. He was doing like O's and then doing like a little thing and putting it inside the O-ring. It was mesmerizing. So that gave me motivation to practice the smoke tricks that I do know, which, they aren't as mesmerizing, but they are still pretty cool. So I'm gonna be lighting a cigarette that I just took from my little crate here. And this is a Camel Yellow, by the way. And we're gonna start smoking, having a good time and enjoying. So let's go. I have never seen, and I'll try to find this channel again. It was a short. It wasn't even like, I never watched shorts, but the image of this short was like, okay, that's besides the point. Anyway, he was really good at it. So now I'm motivated to try and do tricks myself. So let's start with a ghost inhale. Why not? I wish I had brought like a mirror or something so that I could see like if my form is correct, because you know what, I cannot really see myself right now. So I might be feeling like the tricks are going very well, and then I go to edit the video and everything is not going as well as I thought it was. But you know what, at least I'm trying. So let's do a French inhale now. French inhales are hard to miss for me these days. Not wanting to brag, but honestly I've been practicing for 2 years. So if they were still rusty, that would be a me problem. But I really enjoy doing smoke tricks. I feel like I would enjoy it even more if cigarettes produced a lot more smoke, or if I had a vape, but because I don't vape, it's kind of hard for me to have a vape. Here in Portugal, there's no vaping culture. A few years ago, it was very, very common for like a period of some months, maybe a year, around 2015 maybe, and then it died down. Like everyone had one of those like chunky vape machines, and you would see these fat clouds of smoke in the streets. And then after a year or so, it died down. And I feel like it was at the same time where the IQOS started becoming more popular here. The first devices that were kind of clunky and were breaking down all the time. But these days, like, there's no vaping culture here in Portugal, to be honest. The cigarette isn't giving me as much smoke as I was expecting it to. Although I said I've been practicing for 2 years, and that is true, I've also been practicing the ghost inhale for the same amount of time, and it is not clean at all, and I don't know how to do it better. I've tried so many different ways, I've watched so many different tutorials, and it still doesn't always, or even half the times, comes out as good as I wanted it to. So I don't know what to do it anymore. I might just have to accept that I'm not as good as doing the ghost inhale as I would like to be, and keep practicing so one day I can be, I feel like I try to catch the smoke way too quickly, and because of that I keep pushing the smoke away and it doesn't make like a ball form, Oh, I have something very funny to tell you, by the way. This is not related to tricks, but I want to tell you nonetheless because, oh my god. So I've been driving my car, the same car, it's a manual car, shifting gears and stuff, for the past 3 years. And I've always been very good with, managing the clutch, and always like my first gear is always like pretty much perfect. But yesterday I stalled my car 2 times, and this means if you've never driven a manual car, when you don't like clutch correctly and your car starts like bumping, So I convinced myself after stalling 2 times that I no longer knew how to drive. So what do I do? And let me do a trick first, because this is actually funny. So my little brain decides I no longer know how to drive. I go home and I watch 3 hours straight of those driving instructors, like tutorials on how to drive a car. And then I start getting really worked up in my head thinking, I don't know how to drive a car anymore, or my car is broken because the clutch isn't working. I looked at a bunch of prices for clutches and transmissions, and I got really, you know, it's like 300 euros. So I was like, I better learn how to drive my car again. So after watching all of those tutorials, I went to bed and I reviewed all of them in my head. And today I came to drive my car, and of course I can drive it perfectly, you know. Yesterday I was maybe just having some trouble, or I was in a rush and I wasn't clutching properly. But I need to learn how to be more chill about things. Like, I wasted 3 hours, like, I'm not joking. I wish I was joking. But I wasted so many hours yesterday watching driving tutorials. I've been driving the same car for 3 years, and I've been driving it well. Like, I know how to drive and I should know this, but my brain is like, no, you don't. You need to go watch tutorials right now. I don't know. Truth is, of course, I know how to drive my car. You know, I can drive basically any car, but my little brain sometimes does these things and it's really annoying, but you gotta deal with it. I will excuse myself with this ghost inhale because my window is a little bit open. So I will say my ghost inhale is not coming out perfectly because of the breeze that is coming into my car. That is probably not why, you know, I'm just trying to make excuses for why it's been 2 years of practicing and I still cannot do a perfect ghost inhale. It's the breeze, gotta be the breeze, can't be me, right? But I really enjoy doing smoke tricks. I'm not exactly sure why. I just think that with every aspect of life, I think I like having something to practice. So even with cigarettes, the only thing that I can, you know, think of practicing is smoke tricks. So of course I want to learn how to do smoke tricks. I also really want to learn how to do O's. I'm gonna try to do one and you're gonna see like how bad it is. Let's go. That was not a no, that's for sure. But you know, I've watched many tutorials as well, and I've even watched Jacob Jones' video where he actually landed some O, like rings, you know, when you blow smoke rings, that type of stuff. And his were very good, and I want to get to that point as well, but I still don't really know why, or how, I guess. I don't know, doing smoke tricks just makes me feel, I don't know, it's a very fun thing for me to do. I really enjoy it. But maybe, you know what, I should try to do smoke tricks with a longer cigarette so that I can do more tricks per cigarette. I think that would be very fun. But as for today, my cigarette is over, unfortunately, so that will be the only tricks that I did for this video. I still hope you enjoyed nonetheless. I definitely enjoyed smoking my cigarette. I'm feeling buzzed, I'm feeling great and ready to go. And I hope you're having a great day and you continue to have one. And I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!